Sajana? Okay. Okay, guys. So yeah, just continuation of what we left in the before video about doing the what do you called the page object model. So this is the class diagram. This is the test case where this test case will call set of classes and methods, and we will be able to get an end-to-end test. But typically it will be calling different objects, and then it will call different methods. And end of the day it will call the page object of what are the screen that we are talking about. So it is nothing but typically we need to distinguish different screens, and we need to create one page object for one screen. Okay, so it's simple. We need to create for every screen that we interact with, we need to create a class for that. So that's what I will do. Okay, please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, cool. So for that purpose, so now we have two folders, one is main and one is test. So the test is the folder where we actually have call the objects. So typically what we need to do is we need to create a class, we need to create all these classes that we defined here. Okay, so we need to create the base class, which is nothing but the base page class, which is nothing but the actual class file which will use it to, which will have the reusable kind of a components throughout the page. So example, the functionalities which are common throughout all the pages, we need to put that into the base page. And as well as the base page should be responsible of getting the WebDriver object. Okay, because for all the pages that we're creating, instead of passing on the WebDriver object for all the pages, we can get it here. Okay, so typically if you see this class diagram, what are the functions that we need to write in base class? Logout and change the password and help. Okay, so we'll write them in the base class. Okay, so a simple public void. First of all, let me create the constructor, because through constructor we'll get the driver object, because the driver will be initiated in the test folder. Okay, typically the driver will be initiated in this folder, so in this part of the section. So there's the test is nothing but the place where we put all the test cases. Okay, so we should not put any test cases in the main folder. The other side of it, we should not put any reusable components or reusable thing in the test. So test should be test, which is specifically calling the methods and just doing some assertions. Okay, so let me take this. Let me create a static WebDriver object, which is the driver. Okay, so that's the same way that we are doing here. That what we did, we created this like that only I'm creating, but be very sure that we are actually using that as a super class. So we will put this as a super class, and all the classes will be child classes for this, so that every class will get that driver object. Okay, so we'll put this WebDriver driver. Okay, and I put this means the actual classes driver is equal to driver, which is this. Okay, so at this instant I'm talking about this instant, this is nothing but the actual driver. Okay, so yeah, but we have to put it as protected. Okay, so I think you know what is protected. The protected is the access specifier which is used throughout. So what is the protected access specifier, guys?
It's used to create the child class. Now we can use child class in other.
So you're not putting in the right technical words. That's the biggest problem. You need to improve on that. Okay, so I know that you have a concept, but you're not putting it right. Anyway, cool. So the product access specifier will, the scope of the object will be in own class and its subclasses, not anywhere else. Okay, yeah.
We can use in child class only.
Yeah, the scope will be the child classes, exactly. Okay, so logout. Okay, so we need to use this logout. Okay, and whatever it is, the implementation I'll put it later, but let me put the actual dummy thing. Okay, void change password. Change password. So for change password, what are the inputs? What are the data required? I don't know. Let me have a look. So I mean, all the parameterization concept is important. What are the data that you are dealing with? You need to make sure that that data is sent as a parameter, so that we can have an all these reusable components. So what are the classes that we are creating here? What are the methods that we are creating here? That methods are all reusable. Should not have any data in it. Data should be only sent through the test actual test cases. It's like that. Okay. Just a minute. Video record చేస్తాను అది స్టూడెంట్ ఉన్నాడు ఓకే guys, just a minute, I'll just put in a pause.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's recording now. Yeah, so guys, so this is the three methods that we thought, and now I will create the other.
Screen share, sir.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry guys. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so now I'll create the other classes that we discussed about, which is login page class, and then so basically all these classes is very important. All these classes should be extended, should extend the base class, okay, so that you will get the driver object. But now if you and what are the methods that you want? Okay, so what we thought, we'll have this method called login attempt, right, which is already there. Just copy and paste the code here. Okay, login attempt, and this login attempt will have the code which is already written here. So you'll just copy paste it. Okay, so yeah, login attempt will actually try to attempt everything. Yeah, it need username and password, which is there. Okay, so yeah, like that. That's the first thing. Second thing is about your where is this class, forgot password. So in the minute, write a method for that. It's just nothing but implementation part. It's not a big thing. The planning is important. Okay, forgot password, and that we give the current what are the input required for the forgot password, current password, and the current password and the new password. Right, just I'm making the name of this what you call method a little bit more Java what you call standards. Okay, yeah, so forgot password. So what I mean, the code, no, don't worry about the code. We can put the code later. And then the next thing is about skill set. So go to add. Okay, so go to add page. So home page. Let us write the code for the home page. So the importantly, the home page is nothing but which extends your base page. Okay, so all the pages that we write, we will extend that. So what are the methods required there? The methods required for the home page is go to skills, go to accounts, logout. Logout is coming from here, so no need to do it. Go to educations, go to blah. Okay, so now let us write the code for go to. We just put the code that we already written. Okay, so this is go to skill space. Okay, so I'll copy this. And put it in home page. See now how beautifully they're coming into the specific areas that is supposed to be. And the next thing is delete skill, edit skill, delete skill, edit skill. Sorry, home page. So you have to go to educations, go to blah, go to skills, go to skills, go to skills, go to skills. Yes, that's it. Okay, and the next thing is skill space, new Java skills, skill list page, right? Skill list page, list page. is PAG capital should extend. This should extend the base pace. Okay, cool. The methods that is required is go to add and delete skill. Okay, so we write something like go public. Yeah, I think that is already there. Go to add. I think this is already there. No, yes, add skill. Okay, so just rename. I will rename that. Make it more specific to this. Okay, add skills. Go to add skills. Okay, which is go functions. Okay, and yeah, edit skill, delete skill. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we need to parameterize that. Just make sure that. So we need to make what string that you want to delete. So skill name the same way for deletion. I mean, so the implementation part we can do it either way. Okay, but we need to have a proper plan. So yeah, we almost we are here, and we need to have one more page called actual add skill page. So what are the what functions that is left, which is nothing but uh, add skills and save. Okay, which is come under the skill add skill space, so put it here. Okay, and yeah, driver is not there because it's not extending base page class. That's it, we got it. And what else? The delete skill should be part of which page? Should be part of the should be part of the skill list page. Okay, that's it. Yeah, this is yeah, this is there. Wait for some time. Yeah, with this, so we can't put this waiting kind of a thing in your page objects. So you need to create a new class called utils class, utils or something which is not specific to any of the pages, but that is a reusable kind of a thing. So what we can do is we can first of all we can put this method, which is nothing but wait for some time, which is more of a utilities kind of a thing. Put it here, not this, sorry, the actual implementation. Wait for some time, so this will not go anywhere, so we should be very careful. We won't go any place, but it is more of a util space. Okay, it's here, but yeah, and for that, make sure that, because no need to create an object for utils, you can directly make it a static. Okay, if you make it a static, you can straight away use it. So you can straight away use it by utils dot wait for some time. That's it. Cool, done, dusted. Okay, so what else? Now see, do we have all the methods that we already designed? Yeah, all these things, home page, organization, that's not a part of our test. We'll do that later if required. Okay, cool. So now the test case that we had written is now completely will get changed. See, so now the flow is very cool. So login page is equal to new login page. We need to create object for all the pages, and this guy need the driver. Make sure that. Okay, so driver, it requires the driver object, because login page base page required that. So what are the pages? Okay, so the base page class required web driver, but we need to give that driver somewhere here. Okay, so we need to create constructor for all those things. So we create constructor. So I can add my IntelliJ to do it if required. Reflector plus constructor factor method. Create a constructor. Uh, com, oh, that's fine. I'll create myself. Yeah. Okay. So I'll take a WebDriver. Okay. So super, and give your driver here to super. Okay, we're just calling that. But yeah, but it should be super. Just a second, why it is not taking it? This is, yeah, white. Who said it? Okay, so sorry. Yeah, where are we? Yeah, where it had skill space. So what are the things we need to? We need to override. We need to implement all these things. Yeah, so that is it showing. It is asking me to super. So this is what required. So we need to put that. Okay. Yeah, we need to implement the constructor. That's what this guy is saying. See, so no default constructor available. Okay, so we need to implement the constructor. Okay, so a little bit of Java things. Okay, but be very, I mean, this is why Java is very good. Okay, see, it's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of logic behind that. It's asking to implement the default constructor. Okay, so means without this constructor, because we created a constructor here, it is asking without that how can I survive? Okay, because you're asking me to create an object on the fly, but how can I survive without being any constructor? So how can I do it? Okay, so okay, so like that. Okay, so let me complete the, that's it. Okay, so if you go to my test case, this, now the things are very simple. Now login page dot login attempt, and the data is same. What are the data that was given sometime here in this function driven? Just copy that data here. Okay, okay, put it here, that's done. So login is done. Now what page we are in? Home page. See, home page is equal to new home page driver. Okay, so home page dot driver, sorry, what method? So now see what method you want. This is a method which is already implemented. Okay, cool. So what is the next page? Skill list page. Okay, skill list page is equal to new skill list page. Okay, driver. Okay, see, writing the Java code is very simple these days. Okay, just call that object. Okay, so what you want to do? You want to go to add skills. Okay, so after that, add skill space. See how much easy it is, because now we actually got all the page objects ready. Okay, new, just that's it, driver. Okay, so what method we need to call? Using that add skill space dot add skill space skill name, which is already given. So just I'm copy the data only. I'm not doing anything else. So what we had done here, add skills, add skills. Okay, yeah, we had created a skill called test. Okay, and okay, so no need to put that. I think the directly I can put as a test. Okay, yeah, test. Okay, and the second thing is null, because I don't want to put it because the implementation is same. Okay, so now it is more of a page object model. So after adding the skill page, once it's saved, so what you do is skill list page. Okay, so in the list page you need to, so this is the thing. So you need to put your you need to put an assertion. What assertion you need to put? You need to put that whether the skill is added. Okay, so for that you can do one thing. We can actually write a method which is a getter method in this skill list page. See, now we have all go to, so we can have getter. Getter means, so whenever we are doing a checkpoint, we need to put a getter. getter means it should get some data. So we are what I'm doing is I can use arrays and all, but I don't want to go much deep into that. So typical now what I do is public string boolean, okay, not string, boolean is skill in the list, okay. Okay, so I'm asking is a skill present in the list. So I'm giving a input what skill I want, and I'm asking whether that is there in the list. The implementation part is very simple. What I do is it is very simple. I see the function how we implement, nobody, we should not worry about that. Okay, but the only thing is the what are the things that what how to write a good test. So I will just put this as that. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just making sure that the link is shown, that's it. So I'm asking here, okay, asking here that skill list low. So see, from the business point of view is skill list is shown. So how we are implementing is different thing, but here we are actually implementing what is asked. Okay, so first of all this is what we know, and how to implement is different thing. Either we can put a checkpoint on the link, or we can say that the text is present whatever it is, but end of the day it is giving the output that is required. Okay, so this is what, so we are making sure that so now once it is saved, so now I'm asking my skill list page. Okay, and what I'm asking is the skill listed, what skill, the skill which I added, which is nothing but test. Okay, and again because that is there as a part of that, I will put that as a skill. So instead of hard coding it, I will put it skill. So what skill I'm looking for? The test skill. That's it. So now, but that will give a return value of boolean. So you need to put assertions over here. You should never put assertion in the page object model. Okay, assert dot assert true is a bit of a very important concept, that we should not put assertions over there. Okay, so now with this an assertion saying that the skill is there. After that the skill is present. Obviously when the assertion is passed, then we need to do, we need to delete a skill, right? So skill list space dot delete the skill. So what skill right now just hard coded, just it will delete the latest one which is added, test. Okay, and then see from at that point where you are in skill page. Okay, but can I log out from skill page? Yes, see, you will get the method called logout. How this method is coming? This method is coming, but is this method in the skill list page? Obviously no, but where it is coming from, it is coming base class. Okay, so that logout thing that we can implement here, where is that logout implementation part? Logout, see, yeah, I'll just copy this. Okay, so where is this, where I'm lost. The logout page, okay, that's it. And it is saying that what it is, wait for something, nothing but a static method, so no need to create an object for that. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now your test is perfect. This is your test. So now see, this is your test. So now it is how readable it is. So the readability is very, very important. You write your Java code in your business language, which is very important. Okay, so login page, I'm logging attempting. Once the login attempting is done, then I will try to go to skills. You can put a checkpoint here whether is admin logged in. Okay, very good. This point that I missed, so this is a session that I kept here, that if user logged in, so this I missed it. Okay, so I will put that assertion directly, I can put it, which will work. Okay, how can I know that user is logged in? I can do this, but I can do that in either way. What I need to do, I can put this as a function saying that is admin logged in, is user logged in, something like that. Okay, so what I will do, I will put that in so that is home page stuff. Okay, because you are on home page is no it is part of user logged in. Okay, it's part of login. Okay, so I'll put something like public boolean is user logged in. Okay, so I'm just asking the question, Okay, and whatever it is, so we need to make sure that dot equals. Okay, ignore case and say that this is this. Simple. That's it. And return it. That's it. Okay, return is logged, so it will return a boolean value. So what I will do here, then I will simply say that asset equals asset true is user logged in. Okay, so because I'm writing everything in a human readable business language, so that I won't have a driver dot find element, those kind of things. They should never be there in page object model. Even though it is single line, you need to definitely um, put it into function. Okay, so now see, I'm asking whether is user logged in. If user is logged in is true, then only I will go ahead. Okay, so now I will go to skill space. I will go to add skills, and I'm adding a skill with a skill called null, and the skill which is nothing but this. You can put that as skill name as well. So I will refactor it. Rename. I will put a skill name. Okay, that's it. See, it's simple. So it's all skill name. So object is null. I set a skill page is skill, and then the list skill name. That's it. Okay, so it's skill in the list, so it's called. That's it. See how simple it is. Okay, so if you run it, will it work? If you implement all the methods which you're calling, then it will work. Okay, so login. Yeah, this is login attempt is attempted. So I think almost all the methods are being implemented. Okay, now we run it. See how it goes. It actually have to make sure that all the coding, I mean, hopefully the coding is all done. There may be some small mistakes, but don't worry about that. But actually the system is important. Okay, see, it is now the same thing. See, the concept is same, but how we write it effectively is important. Writing everything in business language in Java. Okay, just go to skill, add a skill. Okay, so deleting a skill. That's it. We'll wait for some time, log out and pass. That's it. So implementation part is not an important thing. That's not a big thing. That is only the thing that is required of WebDriver skills. Okay, but that is okay. We can Google and also we can implement. That's not a thing. Okay, but the thing is how we design it. Okay, see, is it looking good? The test case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, it's very clean and neat. It is almost like talking English only. Okay, you're logging in, you're doing that. So even a manual tester will understand. So going to skill and those kind of thing. And yeah, we have a lot of assertions. Without assertions, there is no point of testing. Okay, so all the things are work fine. Okay, so yeah, if you want to just if you want to yeah, I mean, if there's a bug, then it will catch. Okay, example, we are thinking that example, see, I'm just saying that just to have a negative kind of thing. Okay, I'm saying that the skill name should be test2, and see, run it, it will go and fail. Okay, so I mean, I'm trying to see whether the automation is really good or not. See, it will say that whatever you're expecting is not there. I'm sorry. So the assertion will be failing. So the test will fail. Okay, saying that you said the test role should be present. Unfortunately, test role should is not there. That's what it says. Okay, it's failed. That's fine. We know that it's failed because it's saying that that particular element is not present. So test2 is not present. That's it. Okay. So yeah, let me go and delete the actual testing. Okay, but if you want to see, there are some times where we need to don't say, I mean, uh, every time we maybe every time we are using again going and deleting, or sometimes the test will be present there, the test skill, so you may have a problem. So every time you want to, if you want to give a new data, then you can do some random string kind of a thing, which I'll tell just a minute. You can use a random string, so every time it will add a okay, every time it will add a different thing. Okay, Okay, so I'm just putting skills. Okay, so I'll just delete it. We want to use, I mean, the data is very static. If you want to use random data, simply what you can do is in the name of this, you can say that class. You can create a random kind of a class here. Yeah, random R. Every time we get a new random. Okay. So what I'm doing is random dot next int and to string. Next int we get it, and what are the int that we get, I'm putting. Now see, it will always create a new data. Okay, yes, yeah, and it will fail anyway. Let me stop it. I can stop it. Okay, so now it's not test anymore, it is skill. Okay, skill name. So now everything is dynamic. So now you can see that the number will be a dynamic number. Okay, see, I'll put this. Okay, finally what we can do is all this before classes and after class we can actually throw it outside. Okay, so I will do that. I will put it in the one more thing called base test. Okay, manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, yeah, see, now it will create a dynamic, skill. What happened? No. Okay, yeah, see again, I'll run it again. See, it will open it, it will maximize it. Okay, see, it will add a dynamic kind of a skill, which is test 1225, something like that. It's a big number, I think. See, the test 105350. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a dynamic. So now it's a dynamic, so it will not have any problems in the future. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so any questions you ask me later, but this is the end of the session. Okay, thank you guys, and thank you for watching my video, and please keep seeing my channel. You can see a lot of more videos. Thank you very much.
Sure.